Gracias por escuchar REED-BBS.
REED-BBS, BBS. We got Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia, 4 de Mayo, from the T-Mobile Arena in Lost Wages, Nevada. Canelo Alvarez, he's the straw that stirs the drink. If boxing is a drink, Canelo Alvarez is the straw stirring that motherfucker. Living legend, perennial pound for pounder, champion in 4 weight classes, 154 through 175, undisputed at 68, with a record of 60 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 KOs. Squaring off against the former junior middleweight champion, Jaime Munguia, with a record of 43-0, 34 KOs. Canelo is finally fighting a Mexican again, it seems. Just not the right Mexican. The Mexican that hardcore boxing fans have wanted to see Canelo fight for the last several years. El Monstruo, El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez. But more on that in a sec. He's more than a credible opponent. I'll give him that. He won't win. Munguia won't win, but he's steadily improving. He seems to have found himself, seems to have settled in at 68. And he's pleasantly surprised me in a handful of his last few fights. I actually picked him to lose to Gabe Rosado, so I had to give him brownie points for beating Rosado. The Sergey Derevianchenko fight, I had it like most as fight of the year. And even though I'm still not sure if Munguia won, the way he responded in the final round, dropping Derevianchenko to at least make the fight a draw, in my opinion, at least. To do that, it showed heart. It showed that Munguia's got that dog in him, because he got hurt in that fight, and there he was still like about that life, like he wanted it. He wanted all the smoke with Derevianchenko, and he finished the fight stronger than Derevianchenko, which was impressive to me. And then, of course, the knockout of John Ryder. Like, he whooped the shit out of Ryder, beat him significantly worse than Canelo did, even stopped him. Dropped my man like 3 or 4 times. Like, not that Ryder is a world beater, but I was impressed with the way Jaime Munguia dispatched of him. Munguia, he comes to fight. He's hittable. He can be hurt. There's really Nathan. And when I say Nathan, I mean nothing. There's Nathan special about him. But he's full of Mexican grit and determination. And he will bite down. He'll stand his ground and he'll say, fuck it, with no motherfucking qualms. Munguia will do that. And the Cinco De Mayo weekend, 4 de Mayo fight date, that weekend atmosphere and machismo, it will all conspire to make Munguia a tough, motivated out for Canelo. He's going to be hyped for this one. It's going to be the biggest fight of his life around his people. Whole fight week going to be geared towards this, so Munguia will be amped. And he's the younger, more energetic man. Canelo beats him, but it'll be an entertaining fight, and it'll represent the spirit of the Cinco de Mayo weekend. It'll represent all of that well, is what I'm trying to say right now. And I'll try not to dwell on the David Benavidez fuckery, or should I say duckery, perpetuated and perpetrated by Canelo. It's duckery. It's plain and simple. It's plain and simple as duckery. No other way to put it. Hateration, holleration. And the WBC aided and abetted this duckery. They even reneged. They tried to play hardball with Canelo around this time last year, wagging their fingers saying, you're going to have to make a WBC title defense. They mandated a title defense versus his top-rated challenger, David Benavidez. But since Canelo fights who the fuck he wants to fight, and he clearly does not wish or want to fight Benavidez, the WBC's contingency plan now is to allow Benavidez to face Alexander Gvozdyk for their interim light heavyweight title. Interim title at a higher weight. Never mind the fact Beterbiev and Bivol will be fighting for the undisputed light heavyweight titles in Saudi this summer. That don't matter. And enough of the fuckery. Oh, by the way, as a strange aside, Canelo versus Munguia will be shown on Amazon Prime along with DAZN. Yes, Canelo made the switch. He left PBC. He got back into bed with Eddie Hearn, with De La Hoya on DAZN. But somehow Amazon Prime, which is the platform of choice of PBC, somehow they will also be broadcasting the Canelo Munguia pay-per-view. Now, the same media outlets that's always in PBC's wallet, always insinuating a lack of funds, talking about escrow accounts, etc. I'm not seeing that same energy when it's announced Canelo and Munguia is also showing on PBC's latest business venture. I'm noticing how the energy is different, and that's just kind of an oh, by the way mention. Anyway, PBC versus DAZN, Eddie Reynoso versus Freddie Roach. That's an interesting element to this fight. And of course, Canelo Alvarez, Jaime Munguia. It'll be fun, but give me Canelo. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television, Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.